You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, I know many of us in the Caitlin Clark community actually have differing opinions on this. And I imagine if you would have asked me directly after the incident last year, I probably would have agreed with many of you that are saying, good, that Chennedy Carter is not in the WNBA on any team thus far this year. But I got to tell you, on general principle, I detest blackballing. I cannot stand somebody that's blackballed from the league. In this particular case, nothing actually illegal has taken place, to my knowledge, involving Chennedy Carter. Yeah, that was a really ugly foul, and I understand it was bordering on what looked like assault. We all remember the vicious hip check. I also will not forget Angel Reese jumping up off the bench celebrating it. Nor do I condone the fact that Chennedy Carter didn't want to answer for her actions in the press conference afterwards. Or how about the fact that they claimed they were harassed? The Chicago Sky as a whole, the team, and the media ran with it, even though there was video evidence out there that many of us watched right here on this channel that showed that the guy that was trying to talk to him or whatever, nothing really strange was going on outside of the fact it just seemed like a fan. Just a fan, all right? Because, and by the way, the fan was recording the whole thing. He was the one that put it out. So it kind of, it kind of debunked the whole harassment situation, right? But Chennedy Carter, and I'm going to be honest, I think this is part of some kind of, I'm trying to get right so I can get back in the league. I'm shocked she's not on a team. I understand she's had multiple incidents, multiple teams. Chennedy Carter is a ferocious scorer. That's all there is to it. She can flat score the rock. And I am shocked that, for example, the expansion team, the Valkyries haven't signed her. The Las Vegas Aces. I mean, hell. I look at the Chicago Sky and wonder, what? Connecticut Sun would be another one. There are teams right now that are very devoid of offensive talent, and she's one of them, right? So we're not going to forget. I mean, this was it right here. This is Chennedy Carter right here. This is Caitlin Clark, the hip check from hell, right? The forearm shiver like it was the WWE. Dadgummit. Don't forget, by the way, Angel Reese is right up here on the bench, so watch out for her celebrating this crap. Right here.
Chennedy Carter now with 12 points.
There it was. And then Angel Reese jumps up, clapping it. I mean, I don't know what the hell she's celebrating there. And people wonder why everybody comes down on Angel Reese so hard. That is one of the biggest culprits right there. It was a trash play. No doubt about it. Well, Chennedy Carter has went on with a individual called Neon, and this is being shared around. And I know Ben Daniel, he's a really good follow, does social media and the whole nine as well, kind of like I do. And me and him agree on this. Chennedy Carter should be in the WNBA right now. Now, do I believe this probably is her last shot? Yeah, I do. And I don't know that she should get another one. And after seeing the responses from many of you guys, actually, you disagree with me and Ben on this. But let's just check this out, because she makes comments about the infamous hip check, the forearm shiver.
Can you break down that situation that happened?
Yeah. So, in basketball a little bit, there's things called talking, what you like to call smack or whatever everybody likes to call it.
Yeah.
Plays before things are said, that's a part of basketball. I think a play before, maybe I was elbowed. Okay, that happens. Think the next play down, maybe something was said, and then maybe there was like a little clip of somebody like yelling in my face. And then we go down the court, then I hit like a little bucket, you feel me? Come down, hit like a little nice little mid-range pull-up. And then I just like, just give her like a little like, I'm here. Like, I don't think it was, what's crazy? Me and my brother went back and watched, and we seen a lot of clips in the NBA of guys getting like pushing LeBron. Like, I think it was Jeff Teague or somebody who like pushed LeBron out of bounds, like said, man, I was mad because like we couldn't stop him. So I'm just like, it's like one of those things, like it happens in basketball. I know people try to say, oh, it's not one of those things.
It's not a personal thing. It's a competitive thing.
It happens in basketball, and like it's just one of those things. But like, yeah, it's kind of what happened. Then it spiraled out of control.
And then the media takes whatever narrative they want to
put out.
You
watch every game, every single game, to see if you can find any deflects in my game, and like it's really nothing that you probably could say too much about. So then you have trolls, and that's what I said. They're gonna be around regardless. But yeah, it was just like a nice little like tap, like I'm here, not to like harm you or anything. If you want to push somebody, you're gonna like full force like.
But people
push
really made it like a crazy big deal. I've seen the clip.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not crazy deep in the WNBA world, but in the WNBA world, they dragged it like crazy.
I mean, that happens, man. Like it's one of those things. I'm a great player. She's a great player. It looks a certain way. Everybody's gonna have their views on it. But my personal view is, I don't have anything against her. She's a great player, and so am I. And I've got buckets all that season. You know what I'm saying? So, just one of those things that, I love it though. They think I hate it. I love it. I love when it gets riled up and juicy like that.
You feed off of like what people say and shit, and it makes you more motivated.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm telling you. Oh yeah, I love the hate. I love that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I will say this. She said everybody's going to have their own views of it. And Diamond DeShields, I thought that running spear, like they're playing in the NFL last year, I thought that was much more egregious than what it was Chennedy Carter did. Now, that said, she shouldn't have done it. And, I don't know if anybody's going to let her back in the league. My gut feeling is somebody is going to sign her. And I think this is part of it. Nobody wants to sign her, and I bet some team, probably the Aces, told her to do an apology tour. This doesn't sound like an apology, but she tries to explain her goofy self. It was clear to me, long before the lame attempt to explain, she's poison. It's that simple. Last year, when there were several games at the end of the season, she was not playing, saying she was sick. Anybody who knows about hiding internal conflicts understands that was a cover story of her getting suspensions without it getting broadcasted. Well, we never heard anything about any suspensions, but there were fumes blowing out there. That's all I will say. I don't know that that's what happened at all. I don't. Caitlin Clark has amazing peripheral vision. She had to see it coming. It wasn't a basketball play, but CC definitely know what she's doing. Chennedy should be hired by a team. She's good. Diamond DeShields did worse to Caitlin Clark, and she's still playing. So I can kind of see that logic. You've got somebody that was even more physical, and that person's on a team. All right? I'm going to say it. When CC said it wasn't a big deal, I left it at that. Chennedy is a baller, and I'm just saying she would be an addition to any team. Free Chennedy. A lot of people do believe she ought to be on a roster. How is she not on a team going into next season? It's crazy. Ben Daniels in 5-4-3-2. Yeah. Yeah, he posted something on it not real long ago today. And in fact, if I can find it, here it is right here. Chennedy Carter seeing support she's given after the latest clip came out. And, he was like, hey, I'm dying on a hill there. And I said, no, F it. You're not alone on this one. She's crazier than a shithouse rat, but she sure can ball. A lot of people don't want to see her in the league. Here we go again. He's on it again. But no, I get it. I don't think she ought to be blackballed out of the league. But again, I detest blackballing in general. So there's that. The WNBA, to my knowledge, has not come out and said she's kicked out of the league, she's booted out of the league, she's blackballed, any of that. We just got some unannounced BS going on right now with these teams not signing her. She is too talented. I don't know if you guys saw what she did in China. She was freaking ridiculous over there. And, I mean, she's 17, 18, 19 points a game, I think, every night for some team. There are rumors out there that she does not want to come off the bench. She wants to start, and that may have to change for her to get back in the league. I don't know. That's my opinion. I hated what she did to Caitlin Clark last year, but I think she should be on a team. One more shot. Let's do one more shot. And if it happens again, well, I don't know what to tell you. Your ass is grass and the league is the mower. You know, that will probably be it. I can tell you this. I can do a video on her, and it gets a lot of attention usually. So she moves, at least by WNBA standards, she kind of moves a needle there for whatever reason. I mean, nobody's purposely tuning in for her, but you get my point. People, at least on social media, get fired up about her one way or the other. It is what it is. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.